This is the time where your questions are answered by the man at the top. Welcome to Ask the Chairman. Chairman, the first question is from Dave Slack from South Yorkshire. It's quite an extensive question, and the actual question that he's posed will be available full at the bottom of this video. But just to praise it, he asks, do you and the board see this season as a failure?
Yes, on the field. We didn't achieve our promotion playoffs, and also the gaffer, he does agree. We should be up there, and we're disappointed, but yeah, a failure it was.
You mentioned the manager there. He goes on, can you confirm that within the manager's contract there is a section which includes playoff achievement or options on both sides that could be activated?
Yeah, I mean, the contents of somebody's contract, I think it wouldn't be prudent to be talking about it, but I can assure the contract definitely favours the football club, and also there is something there if the manager does well.
He goes on to ask, is the club going to have a family section next season?
It certainly is. In the lower west stand at the Quarry Lane end, we're making that a section there. There'll be more news on that throughout the pre-season as well. We'll be emailing all our season ticket holder base, as well as generally getting out on mansfieldtown.net exactly how we're going to approach that. And
of course, due to the nature of us being late with the broadcasting of this for all sorts of reasons, yeah. Final question is a little out of date now. Will there be a free kids season ticket offer? We know now that there's not.
No, there hasn't been this year. Well, there is for under sevens. We have to do a commercial venture as well as trying to balance the aims and aspirations of everybody else in the, our supporters as well. And I'm hoping that they can see that we have tried to balance the season tickets out the best that we can to achieve the maximum potential of people in the ground.
Let's move on to a question about the club shop. It comes from Brian Broughton, and he lives in the Crooked Spire for his sins, he says. He begins, I've been trying to replace my Haslam out scarf with an MTFC one. On the 3 occasions I've been into the club shop, and when I've gone online, I am informed they are out of stock. Can you please let me know when they will be available?
They are available. We have got scarves in. I know we have.
So we can collect them now?
You can be able to buy them online, so obviously that needs looking at.
Again, another question which perhaps is out of date. Not at the fault of Terry Moody though, who asks it. He says, do you have any plans to redevelop or improve the club shop? Of course now, when that question was sent in, the old porter cabin was still there, but now as we speak it has gone.
It has, yes. It's been here a long time, and I think people appreciate now that we all thought it was an eyesore, so it's been off-hired, and now we are back internally into the club at the side of the ticket office. That's very close to being fitted with all the new merchandise that we put in there.
Terry also asks, would you also be looking into doing some sort of deal with a local sports retailer to stock Mansfield Town replica kits, souvenirs, programmes, etc.?
Yeah, we speak to all the local retailers. We feel that the football club is of a size at the moment where a lot of our sales do come on match day. There isn't a lot more outside of match day. We're quite happy to go out to JD Sports or other companies within the centre of Mansfield possibly to put some memorabilia and stock in there. That could work, it may not work, but we have done quite an extensive time and motion programme on where our club shop actually sells best to, and a lot of the time it is match days, there's no doubt about it.
Back to the gate prices. Ashley Bradley asks, would there be any chance of lowering the gate price to get in next season? Because he says his gran is finding it hard to come to every game, paying £16 every Saturday, Tuesday.
Yeah, well, it's all right, we keep saying we appreciate that, but we do appreciate it, and I think the season ticket is the way forward. Still, even if you can't make all the games, it still offers some good value there, especially if you're in the Quarry Lane and where we're sat at the moment at £230 for the season, which is still, I think, some great value.
But on the actual match day prices, what were you considering when you redid them?
Well, I think we're balancing in between what we felt we could bring, what season ticket holders would come in and pay the new prices onto what we thought the gates would be for next season, and that's where the balance came through. So obviously it's a difficult balance between concessions and adult prices. Do we get more adults than concessions, etc.? But we've done our homework on that a bit, and but what's allowed us this year, instead of doing a 195 deal, we've allowed ourselves now to do some other initiatives throughout the season. So possibly kids for £1, dads, lads, mums and lads, mums and girls. All sorts of initiatives that we'll be talking about once the fixtures come out as well.
Let's move on to the Bishop Street stand. Christopher Minute asks, is there any plans for the Bishop Street stand? That's all he asks. I assume he means either knock it down or redevelop it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, as it's well known, we don't own the ground. I think it's prudent at the moment to be looking at any plans to develop anything at the ground until we finally own it. So no, there isn't. There's 10,000 seats to fill as well. So I think again the hole sponsored in the roof is our main task at the moment.
And coming on to that, Daryl Gregory asks, have you ever considered implementing a sponsor for the now infamous hole in the roof of the derelict stand? You obviously have.
Yes, we've. There's a company looking at it at the moment, so they think it's quite off the shelf a little bit for advertising. So we'll see where that goes. Oh, I mean, obviously we phoned around some of the golf places around the area just to see would they be interested. Now we've had a few people come back, so we've got a few balls juggling, as I say, at the moment on that one, but there is an idea that it might suit somebody, or a tyre company or something like that with a big tyre around it that can offer initiative. But we surely don't want to make that the main focus of the day. Hopefully somebody actually throwing a ball in from a throw-in or something like that just to get to that. Oh,
but I mean it is quite exciting for the fans, especially if it's a dull game. If the ball is close to going in the hole, say if you did get a sponsor for next season and the ball did go in the hole, what would happen then? Would they pay you X amount of money, or how would it work?
I've got no idea. It's something this company's gone away with a few ideas, and it could benefit the club, it may not, but I'm hoping we don't have too many dull days next year at the football, as you pointed out.